A fundamental principle of mindfulness revolves around the idea of being fully present in the moment. In essence, it's about living in the here and now, rather than being lost in thoughts about the past or the future. It involves experiencing each moment as it unfolds, without the constant intrusion of our thoughts about what's already happened or what may happen later. Mindfulness introduces a unique perspective on time. It suggests that our conventional concept of time is a mental construct, and the only true time is the present moment, meaning that the past and the future are considered mental constructs and only exist in our thoughts. The present moment is the only tangible reality. Therefore, time only exists as a subjective psychological phenomena, rather than being rooted in objective reality. How could this be? This concept is one that might prove somewhat tricky to grasp at first, but is certainly worth the extra effort to conceptualize. The idea is that what we perceive as time is simply growth, movement, and change. Let's use an analogy to illustrate this principle. Imagine if you existed as the only being in the whole of existence, floating in an endless expanse of emptiness, devoid of any discernible features or elements. Nights and days or seasons don't exist in this world. You don't go anywhere or do anything. You don't grow old or change. Nothing ever changes. You just exist. You have no memories either, as nothing ever happens here. And this place is all that you've ever known. Can you see that in this strange existence, time as we know it wouldn't quite exist? All there is right now. The idea of tomorrow or yesterday are foreign ones. Now imagine that you suddenly stumble upon a fast-growing plant in this world. A new concept is born: change. This plant grows and changes. Suddenly, the idea of time is born. We can say that when the plant was smaller was the past, and we can only imagine that it will grow even bigger in the future. Movement and change introduced a memory of a past when the plant was smaller, and an idea of a future when the plant is likely to become bigger. This memory of the past and the idea of a future creates the concept of time. But in reality, both the past and the future are just thoughts and ideas. The only time that really ever existed is right now. When the future comes, we don't live in the future, we live in the now. It's just that some changes have taken place, meaning that the plant is a bit bigger. Equally, yesterday or last week weren't yesterday or last week at the time. They were all present when they were taking place. Therefore, the only living reality is right now. Are you still with me? So, why is this idea of timelessness important? The reason is that it sheds light on a fundamental source of human suffering, our tendency to dwell on thoughts about the past and the future. When we ruminate on the past, it can lead to feelings of regret, guilt, and depressed mood. On the other hand, fixating on the future can result in worry and anxiety. we become preoccupied with things that haven't happened yet and might not ever happen. The key point here is that the majority of human suffering is not rooted in the present moment. Yes, the present moment could contain discomfort or pain, but all experiences, both pleasant and unpleasant, are temporary. The impermanent nature of all things means that even challenging emotions or situations will eventually pass. It's the act of thinking about the past or the future that causes suffering to be extended. Mindfulness offers a powerful tool to guide us in managing thoughts and emotions, enabling us to confront the momentary discomforts of life with greater resilience and inner peace. Through mindfulness, we can learn to reduce the unnecessary suffering generated by our thoughts, paving the way for a more tranquil and centered existence. In the book Mind Wellbeing, we extensively explore practices of mindful presence that could help individuals in various areas such as managing tasks, improving concentration, and reducing worry. Please feel free to explore the book if you wish to delve deeper into these concepts.